Hi, my name is Frank Lawrence. I'm the CEO of the Athletic Clubs. We are so excited that we're reopening, and we're excited to see you, and I want to be the first to welcome you back home. I want to thank the governor for his leadership and again for allowing us to open in phase one. I know that you have a lot of questions about phase one. What's phase one going to look like? And we're going to try to address those in a series of videos, but mostly all of this information will be captured in a quick reference guide that will be on our websites and our social media platforms. Again, welcome home and thank you for your support. I know you have lots of questions around dues and what's going to occur in May around our billing. At this point, we plan to bill as per usual. The bill will go out somewhere around May 4th, and our draft will be on May 12th. Again, thank you for your support in April. You are getting credit for that month that we were not open, but thank you for allowing us to bill you and spread that credit over the rest of the year. Again, thanks for your support. Our number one priority is safety, keeping you safe and our staff safe in the process. So let's talk about screening. Everyone will be screened when they come into the club. There'll be 4 questions that you're asked when you come to the club. Have you had a 100.4 temperature in the last 2 days? Have you traveled outside of the state of Arkansas? Have you been in contact with anyone that's tested positive for COVID-19 in the last 14 days? And do you have any symptoms relative to COVID-19 in the last 14 days? If the answer to any of those questions is yes, you're not going to be allowed in the facility. So please look at those before you come, and just don't show up if yes is the answer. We will be screening every time you come into the club, and the only place at the athletic club that you're allowed to enter will be at the front door. At the Little Rock Racket Club, you'll be going to the front door, not to the indoor tennis center. And at North Little Rock, just your normal entry there through the front door. Thank you. All right, around keeping you safe, let's talk about cleaning. We've added numerous hospital-grade wipe dispensers throughout the club, in addition to the ones we already had, as well as hand sanitizer that's easily accessible throughout the clubs. We also have a new concept, a new team that we're calling health guards. So think about lifeguards for the pool. These are health guards for the club. They will be stationed throughout the club to help you, educate you in the cleaning process when you're working out. We're asking you as our member to be an extension of our cleaning staff. Every time you touch something, wipe it down. So every time you touch a piece of equipment, be prepared to wipe that down, and those health guards are there to help you and keep you safe in that process. We obviously clean at night in a deep way all the time, but we've added these health guards during the day and some additional daytime cleaning. Other things around the cleaning process that you need to be aware of is that we fog our facility with a product called BioProtect. It's an EPA registered and USDA accepted product. It's designed to provide long-lasting antimicrobial protection. It's good for 90 days. Now, we've done it at least 2 times and in some cases 3 times since you've been gone, and we'll probably do it every month at least through phase 1 and 2 of our reopening process. In addition to that, we're working to avoid all touch points. We're going to have doors open to the best of our ability when you come in and eliminate all the touch points we can within the club. All right, priority number 1, keeping you safe. Let's talk about spacing. Obviously, national guidelines are the 6-foot physical distancing, but in our world, we're going to really focus on 12 by 12 square feet, or just round that up to 150 square feet. So what does that mean? Staff members will be walking around throughout the clubs, helping monitor this physical distancing. So think about it when you're on weight equipment. Basically every other piece of weight equipment. You need to have an empty piece of equipment between you and someone else. In our cardio areas, at least 50% of our cardio machines will be taken out of service. Now we're going to rotate that every week, so your favorite piece of cardio will at least be available at some point, but on a regular basis, at least 50% of our cardio equipment will be out of service to promote this physical distancing. Let's talk about group exercise classes. When we do have classes, and initially in phase one, we're going to limit those classes to 10 people. That's 9 members and 1 instructor. And in those classes, we're going to encourage greater distance than the 150 square feet, so bigger space than 12 by 12, so that we really make sure everyone is safe and distanced apart. Our wet areas in our locker rooms will be closed during phase one. Only the lockers will be available for changing, and in that setting, we'll be taking some lockers out of service, again, to promote this physical distancing. In our racquetball courts at the Little Rock Athletic Club, those will not be available for competitive play. And then our basketball court will only be available for shooting. No organized games or pickup games are allowed on those courts to promote that physical distancing. Thank you. Let's talk about phase one plans in regards to group exercise. So Group X will have a very limited schedule at first. That schedule will be updated week to week. So as we see how it goes, we'll continue to add classes, but the classes will be limited beginning in week 1 of phase 1. The maximum number in the class size will be 10. That's 9 participants and 1 instructor. That will be first come, first serve. So if you really want to get to that class, get here early so that you can get your spot. If you do not get your spot, we're sorry. But the good news is we will still have our live streaming classes as well as our archive classes on our YouTube channel and our social media platforms. Classes like Quick Shots at the Little Rock Athletic Club will still be sign-up classes, so you can reserve those spots. Instructors will work to preset the equipment to help us gain proper spacing and physical distancing in the classes. Most of the classes, if not all, will be held on the gym floor so that we have plenty of room to spread out and keep you safe as well as the instructor safe in that process. Participants will be responsible for wiping down their equipment. We're asking you to be an extension of our cleaning staff to help not only yourself, the instructor, but the next participant behind you to make sure we have clean, sanitized equipment in the process. Mats will not be available in phase 1. So if you want a mat, bring your own mat. Now we're going to work to program our classes that don't really involve mats in phase 1, but if you want a mat, bring your own. Same in regards to towels. We will not be having towel service in phase 1, so if you want a towel, bring your own towel. Again, our streaming services will still be available live and archived on our YouTube channel. We'll continue to have those. Those will be part of the class schedules on our app and our website. Thank you for your support. Let's talk about our phase 1 plans in regards to tennis. So in phase 1, you can begin reserving courts for tennis and pickleball. Lessons are strictly being given at the discretion of our providers. Most of our pros are teaching lessons, so contact your pro directly in regards to lessons. At the Little Rock Racket Club, our outdoor tennis leagues will begin May 11th. Those will be our outdoor tennis leagues May 11th at the Racket Club. At the Athletic Club, league participants should contact Sharon Northern regarding their particular league, and we'll make sure you have courts available if your league wants to play. Coaches Martin, Will, and Leslie are organizing our junior tennis kickoff, and we'll be in touch with you more as we know about that program. But tennis is going. We're excited about that, and we're glad to have you back at the club playing tennis. Let's talk about our phase 1 plans in regards to youth. At each of our clubs, our daycares will be open. Please check the quick reference guide on the website and our social media platforms as to particular hours of operation for the daycares at the clubs. In regards to those daycares, we're following CDC and Department of Health guidelines to protect our workers, protect the kids, and protect mom or dad in that process. Our Down Under Center at the Little Rock Athletic Club and our Kids Galaxy at the North Little Rock Athletic Club will be closed for now. We hope in phase 2 or 3 to have those open, but stay tuned for information regarding those. Our summer camp programs at each of the clubs are to be determined at this point. As we get more guidance, we'll update you and contact you as we know more. Thank you. Let's talk about Phase 1 plans in regards to pools. Unfortunately, in Phase 1, the pools are going to be closed. We're hoping to get more guidance as we go, and during Phase 1 they may open, but we'll let you know as we go forward. For now, they're closed. Our pool decks will be open. We'll probably be even doing some group exercise classes on those with proper spacing. Other than that, pools are closed. Continue to look for guidance on our website and our quick reference guides as we go, but plan on the pools being closed. Thank you. All right, let me wrap up a few things regarding Phase 1 and reopening the clubs. Club hours, they are going to be shortened at our clubs. So our Monday through Friday, all of our clubs will open at 6 a.m. and then we'll close at 7:30 p.m. On the weekends, we'll have our normal weekend opening hours, but again, we'll close at 7:30 p.m. on the weekends. Guests, unfortunately, aren't going to be allowed during Phase 1. Only active members are allowed during Phase 1. Job applications. We're always looking for amazing people to join our team, but during Phase 1, we're not going to accept any applications. So this is the time of year we hire a lot of young high school, college students for our summer jobs, but we're holding off taking those applications during Phase 1 to see what is ahead. So ask your student to be patient if they're looking for a summer job. 10 to 14-year-olds at the Racket Club. At this point, they are not allowed to be unintended kids. And so they are not allowed to be unattended. They have to be with mom and dad at the Racket Club, 10 to 14-year-olds. Food and beverage. We're not going to open our restaurants up during Phase 1, and we're really asking that no outside food or beverage is at the property, so no food and beverage during Phase 1. And then lastly, mask. We encourage you to bring a mask, to use a mask when you're walking around the club, when you're not using high intensity exercises. Use your mask, wear your mask to protect yourself and to protect staff and other members. Lastly, all of this information will be updated on our quick reference guide. It's on our website, our social media platforms. We'll constantly update that as we get information. And most of all, welcome home. We're glad to have you back at the clubs. And again, lastly, bring your mask.